No budget intro, no budget intro. Welcome back. Okay, hi. Welcome back, everybody. Just want to start this video off right. It's been 3 weeks, which is way too long in between videos, but I've been making a lot of stuff and hating most of it, so I just figured I would jump right back into it with some short form content for now. Just want to say thank you to everyone who liked and subscribed to my first video. All the support means the world to me. It's exciting to be starting something, and I've been just recording and thinking about everything, trying to do stuff holistically, as they say, but it's really not working out because my mind's all over the place. So I'm just gonna keep moving forward and make content and talk about what I want to talk about. I got some notes here, but I'm not going to use them because I'm going to try and just talk from a place of experience and talk a little bit about what you should think about when you're thinking about hiring a designer. So I was thinking about what people come to me with when they're looking to start their branding, and I was trying to boil it down to a list of 3 things, and I was able to do that, which is really cool. But I know there's more than just 3 things that any client should bring to the table, but these are 3 things that I think that are really important. So we're just going to dive right into them. I'm going to just rattle them off, and we can talk a little bit the merits of each. I want to start with, I think the first one is a little bit obvious, but you've got to know that you're coming to the table to talk to a real person. A lot of people, I think, especially when they approach someone online and they've never spoken to them before, there can be some coldness and some misunderstanding, some lack of empathy when they're reaching out to someone for the first time. That isn't always the case, but I notice it more. I don't want to be ageist here, but I notice that it's usually from younger people who have never worked in a professional environment before, people looking to start their own YouTube channel, for example, or just younger, less experienced people who have not had a lot of experience basically working with people in general. So one of the things I really like to emphasize is you need to bring a willingness to understand and that you are working with a real person to the table. So knowing that people make mistakes, they aren't perfect. Everyone has their ups and downs. They've got their ebbs and flows. They're looking at everything that you're giving them with fresh eyes for the first time. And the first time you meet someone, the truth is that first impressions are important. You should bring a level of respect to the initial conversation. That's really what it's about. Understand that the person you might be working with might not be the best fit for you from a personality standpoint. Their work might be perfect, but sometimes when you're working with a freelance designer, the attitudes don't jive, and that's just how it works sometimes. If you can look past that and just want to get great work done, more power to you, but you should definitely be respectful to the person you're looking to hire. That doesn't mean you need to be overly complimentary. I think that most designers, they love to hear that you like their work, but they want to move past that pretty quickly and start to hear what you've got to say. I know I like to be complimented, sure, everyone does, but I don't like to get hung up on the work that I've done or get bogged down too much in my own ego. It's not really gonna serve me much to just talk about how great I am. I don't think that's cool. What I really want to do is move forward from that initial conversation and start building that rapport. I hate breaking the ice. I always think it's a little goofy. It takes a while to really get to know somebody. So just putting yourself out there and being open and honest and respectful and forthcoming with what you're looking to create is incredibly important. The next thing, so we want to bring respect to the table, absolutely. The next thing we want to do is bring a willingness to collaborate and cooperate. I think that people just don't understand that when you work with a freelancer, they need certain information. They don't have all the answers. They need to know specific things about the project. They need to know that you're there to answer questions and to bounce ideas. Some freelancers, I'm sure, have big egos. I personally don't. I like and really appreciate the collaborative relationship I have with most of my clients because they're small business owners, startups, they've got a lot of ideas, and they've got, hopefully they've got a bit of a vision for what they need and what they want out of the experience of working together. So coming to the table with a willingness to collaborate and cooperate is really important. It's not so helpful to just kind of steamroll and say that you want these types of things, like I want X, Y, and Z. It can be helpful if the freelancer you're hiring is a production artist or someone who doesn't not value, but someone that maybe you're not looking to hire for their creativity. Because someone like me, for example, I want to bring my own creativity and ideas to the table as a value added to the project. So some people won't want to do that necessarily. Some people are just in it to, you know, kick out page layouts or kick out reproduction work, and that's cool too. But specifically when you're looking to work with the creative, that willingness to collaborate and cooperate coordinate together will be really important to get things moving forward and to have a successful project. And I think that's one of the key factors that I use to define success in a project is how well did we jive together? How did the project end up coming to fruition? Was it an enjoyable experience? So much of the job is the actual work, and then you've got the product after it, which are it's the fruits of your labor. So you've got a great amount of pride you can take and a sense of accomplishment, but entirely like through that process, there's relationship building, there's compromise, there's an entire chunk of time that is really important, that I really value, and something that keeps me coming back to doing this work is so much of just doing the work, getting into that flow state, and then working with my clients to eventually move towards something that's, you know, unique or fun or just playful and creative is really why I love to do what I do. The third thing, see, now I have to check out my notes because I did write down a few things. Yeah. That's right. I remember now. Not that I didn't know because I wrote these things down, but to piggyback off everything I said, your willingness to cooperate, your willingness to be open-minded is really important, but for anything to really get done, you've got to have a sense of trust in your hire. When you hire a freelancer or a creative professional, especially if you're cold calling them, that trust might not be there, but you need to sort of take the time to build up that rapport with somebody early on and have let go a little bit, relinquish some control. This kind of ties back into coordinating and collaborating and cooperating. You need to have trust in your designer, so that's really important as well. I can't do anything as a creative professional if I don't know that you're on board with me pitching ideas and telling you what I think is best. I look at this stuff all day, every day. I am completely enamored and consumed with digital media, the arts, everything that's going on with culture. I can see the big picture in a lot of different ways. I can see where trends are going. I might be able to bring a perspective that a client might not necessarily have. So whenever you work with anybody in any field, really, trust is such a key factor in success. And I think that it can be overlooked. It's just as simple as that. So I don't want to go too much longer. I'm just about to hit the 10-minute mark on this video, which is a great first start. So I just want to do a quick recap on everything that I think a successful partnership should entail and what a client should bring to the table. Understanding that you're dealing with a person. Empathy is an incredible tool. Emotional intelligence is something we can talk about at length for a long time, and I'll probably do a follow-up video on it because I'm still trying to understand what that is. A willingness to collaborate, cooperate, coordinate together to achieve a great product, and then supporting that all with trust that the person you're hiring is a professional, that they do what you what you want done for a living, and that they are in a great place to help you achieve and succeed in your goals for your brand vision. I think that there's a lot that could be said. This could be an hour-long mini series, or a multi-part series, and I want to talk more about each of these three key components. But the important thing for now is to understand that you're dealing with a human being. They want to help you, and that there's going to be subtleties to that person that are going to make or break the success of your relationship together. So do your research. Talk to the people you want to hire. Make sure they're the right fit for you emotionally, and bring a positive attitude to the table. That could be a fourth one as well. But it's really about understanding that you're dealing with a human being who wants to do a great job for you, and together you can make awesome stuff together. So I appreciate everybody listening. I'm going to follow this video up with a little bit of a process video. I'm working on a couple really cool projects. I'm really excited to talk about them more. I'm doing a project with my buddy Jim Clark here in Philadelphia. He's got his own food company that he's starting. It's miso soup. He's making his own miso soup out of his kitchen, and I think he's an engineer by trade during the day, which is really cool. So it's a fun project. It's called Philly Koji. I'm going to be doing the branding for them. I've got a bunch of mood boards I want to share, and then the next project I'm working on is it's like a gastro pub inside of a brewery, and that's out in Las Vegas with my buddy Van Allen. And then I'm also doing some other stuff I can't really talk about right now, but it's all in the branding world, and hopefully I'll be able to get some approval to share some of that process work. I've been getting more work for just concepting, which is fantastic because it's just high-level creative thinking, and it's really where I want to be in the space. But I also love getting into the nitty-gritty and getting to work on the actual heads down stuff too. I love getting into that flow state, like I said earlier, and just listening to music, getting into the work, and coming up with creative concepts. So I think that's it for now. I want to get back with more content soon, more videos. Oh, there's so much I want to do, and there's so much I've already recorded, but I don't want to spend too much time worrying about editing and is this right, is this perfect, because good is better than not even done, right? So that's it for now. I'm going to try and get these up a lot more quicker and a lot more frequently. If you've got any questions or comments, leave them in the comments below. You can also email me at hello@damngoodbrand.com. Do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. And if you've got any fun projects you want to get started up, hit me up. I'd love to hear more about them. Have a great rest of your day, everybody, and I will talk to you soon.